Okay, welcome back. So next topic is very interesting, especially with regards to COVID-19 and how it has affected most businesses, especially the real estate industry, which is why actually even Lanka as the leader in property marketing, Lanka Property Web had introduced the virtual property show in 2020 July, and for the second successive time, we are doing it with a conference and with this conference for the second time. And we hope to continue this as an annual event where we can combine all, connect all the local and overseas buyers with the sellers and bring them to one platform. So without further ado, I would like Tharindu to hand over the mic to Tharindu to introduce our next speaker and continue with the session.
Thank you, Isuru. And our next topic is disrupting the negative effects from COVID-19 using technology. To discuss about this, we have Mr. Dulanka Veraduge, Chief Executive Officer, Viral Media Sri Lanka. And over to you, Mr. Dulanka.
Thanks for having me for this conference call, Tharindu and the team over at Lanka Property Web. I'll just do a quick introduction of who I am and my background. So my name is Dulanka Veraduge. I'm the CEO and founder of Viral Media and Magic Space. One of the first things I suppose I want to bring up in this conversation is, or in this talk, is about how COVID-19 impacted our business and the businesses of many, last year and early into this year. So, being a business that relies on advertising, it was quite difficult. That's where Viral Media is at the moment. So Viral Media does video production work, and we heavily rely on companies advertising. And during that time, it was very difficult for companies to spend too heavily on advertising, knowing that their return on that investment was very minimal, given the spending habits of consumers. Along with that, we had an opportunity at that time to really grow our other venture, which is Magic Space. And Magic Space is pretty much technology that allows individuals to visit a property without having to be there physically. It's a 3D immersive experience of any real space. The best way to explain it is it's Google Street View, but for any property you can imagine. So the ability to go into that space, walk around that space as if you were there and experience it. So that technology really, helped our business, stay current and stay, healthy during a bad time during COVID. It also helped our customers and their customers to visit spaces and, use technology to stay in tune with what's happening. So it was fantastic that we had access to that technology during that time, and I, for one, am really glad that technology has helped people connect. I think one thing's for sure out of COVID, one thing we realized is that the importance of technology in times like this, whether it's social media and that connection that you can have with someone without being there, or whether it's in real estate when you want to go and visit that house that you really want to buy, but you can't go there in person. So the technology is there to help you now, and that's part of what Magic Space is trying to achieve. So our dream with Magic Space is definitely to, make sure that every single person can visit a space that they would like to go to, whether they can go there physically or not. And we've been lucky enough to do that for the last couple of, I suppose, a year and a bit now. And yeah, that technology is really taking off. I want to talk a bit about, I suppose, how other brands are also affected and how businesses were affected by COVID-19. And being close to a lot of business folk here in Colombo, I'm privy to some of those conversations that those guys or girls were going through when they were thinking about how to change their strategy. And it's really inspiring to see how willing business owners were to pivot their business to support people during COVID-19. You know, whether it's you know, completely pivoting their business and turning their factories into something completely different to support COVID-related needs, or whether it's, you know, businesses change their strategy in the way they approach their customers due to COVID-19, whatever it may be. I think the people who really took aggressive risks during that time have, you know, enjoyed the fruits of that labor now. And as you see us coming out of COVID-19 more and more now, you can see businesses that did take that risk of trying to be ahead of the curve coming out of it stronger and stronger. And, you know, and to bring it back to the technology game, that's part of what, you know, why it's important to have technologies like Magic Space in the marketplace, so that you can actually stay ahead of the curve and allow people to use technology and leverage technology to experience something they otherwise couldn't. I'm just referring to my notes here. I just want to see what else I want to talk about. I suppose, yeah, one of the things I want to talk about is how technology is definitely one of the greatest things that could have happened to us. I know at times we tend to, you know, think that it's interfering in our lives, and it's sort of becoming overbearing how much it is in our space. But like I said earlier, I mean, COVID-19 was just another reminder that it is really, really important to our socioeconomic climate, and it's really strongly ingrained in our way of life. So I think more technology advancements there are, the better for the world and to people and society. I think I'm just looking forward to what more technologies come out in the real estate space, because it's a space that we're really interested in. You know, I love what Lanka Property Web are doing right now with their website and all the ventures that they have, and it's good to see a platform that allows people to, you know, see all the properties that are available, whether it's for rent or to purchase. So yeah, I think technology's got a really good place here in the world and here in Sri Lanka, and it's here to stay. And I think with more advancements, you're going to see you know, cleverer ways to access new information and get to where you need to go as an individual. And I suppose with that, I think I've sort of covered everything I wanted to mention. Hope I haven't missed anything, but if there's anything else, looking forward to any questions. Thank you all. Tarindu?
Thank you, Dulanka. Yes, I think Magic Space will be a pathfinder to real estate industry, isn't it? So we have done so many things in recent past, and we have been partnered with you in revolution of this real estate industry.
Yeah.
And a few questions to you, Dulanka. Actually, one is how a real estate, I mean, a realtor can embed this new technology, that 3D Viewing and this 360-degree technology into his business. If it's a startup, is it costly, or how you can help it there?
Yeah, absolutely. So with Magic Space, it's actually pretty. It's really reasonably priced. It's right now we're offering at 35 rupees a square foot of space. The technology is very, very simple to embed into your website. So if you've got a business where, you know, whether it's a apartment, a showroom, whether it's a museum, a gallery, it doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's a space that you want to have people visit without having to come there physically, it's a great opportunity for you to use that technology to embed it into your website. Additionally, with that, you get a ton of high resolution 360 images and normal images as well, which are all HDR. So, you know, you get a lot of bang for your buck with this technology. It's a no-brainer for anyone who's got a place that they want people to visit.
Okay, is this kind of a virtual reality experience for the users, Dulanka?
Yeah, absolutely. So the technology in essence is a virtual experience of a space. The simplest form of this technology is where you can go onto a browser on the internet, and you can visit a space as if you were there, and you can click around the room as if you're on Google Street View, but you're inside a property. In fact, you can integrate between Google Street View and your property, so you could turn from the road into the property if you choose to do that. And you can walk around that property, and you know, you can even put in hotspots where you can say, okay, this is a you know, you can point to things and say this is an item that you'd like to sell, or this is a feature in your property that you'd like to show. So there's a lot of functionality in that sense as well. It also gives you access to floor plans. So once we've done a scan for your property, it turns it into a floor. It allows you to look at it as a floor plan with the correct, accurate measurements, which is fantastic. So it gives you a really good idea of the space. The coolest thing, I think, for me anyway, has been the fact that it turns your property into a dollhouse. And so I suppose to understand what that means, you really have to go and check it out. But it gives you the ability to, you know, take a three-dimensional view of the space as it rotates in the air. It looks like something out of Iron Man. So hopefully that spikes your curiosity and you'll head on to the website to check it out.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Dilanka. Thank you so much for participating in our conference and sharing your new technology to our realtors on their new beginnings. Thank you so much, Dilanka.
No worries. All the best. Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Dilanka, for your delightful speech and how this new technologies could help real estate industry and our realtors. So Tarindu, moving towards our final topic today.
Yes.
Before moving to the final topic, I would like to take your attention again to a little bit of messages from our sponsors.